When I first met Cindy and Scott, they made it very clear that it was really important for the new kitchen to represent their personal tastes and things that made them who they are. I love that because as a designer, I think it's really important to not make every kitchen look exactly the same, little cookie cutter, so I was really excited. And for them, their inspiration really was all their memories and that they cherished from New Orleans. So they had a couple things already in the house that created inspiration for us already with some painting that's actually in their game room was really probably setting the tone for the colors. They have artifacts and they have lanterns and things like that.
My wife Cindy and I, once our kids grew up old enough, got to start traveling again, and we found New Orleans, and we just really enjoyed like the magic and the lure of it, and we found ourselves bringing little pieces home all the time, where there was a sign on the wall, an iconic sign, Bourbon Street, or beads to hang in the trees, or maybe even a little voodoo magic, whatever it may be, but we're bringing things home, and we enjoy making our house a little New Orleans away from Louisiana. And so we were doing our kitchen, and we decided we needed to find someone that could work with us that was able to think of our design, think of our uniqueness, not wanting the same kitchen that everybody else has, and would put a little of our New Orleans flair into it that we love so much. So we called up Sea Pointe. Sea Pointe had done our kitchen in the 70s as a remodel, and so we decided to bring them back again because they did such a good job then. And we worked with Lisa and the other Sea Pointe staff, and we took a long time. The best part of it was the creative process ahead of time to figure out everything we were doing before we'd actually do it. And our ideas, we needed someone to help us say, we want to do this, and they were saying, well, you can, but you have to do it like this, this, and this to make it stable, structural, and to pass code. So it was nice to work with someone who could take our ideas, wrap them around, and get us what we wanted. So our New Orleans kitchen ended up with reclaimed wood, a fleur-de-lis lava stone sink. We have reclaimed wood on the ceiling and reclaimed wood pantry doors, and just the whole aspect of it came out beautiful, and we love it, and it lets us kind of enjoy our New Orleans away from Louisiana, like I mentioned before.
When you tackle a project like a kitchen remodel where you're relocating and removing things, and you've got a lot of things that come into play with the electric and the plumbing and the structural, and that's one thing that's, I think, a little bit difficult unless you have the expertise.
We love the brick, we love the real wood. The pantry doors and the ceiling in the kitchen are my favorite. I like the wood, so finding wood that was coming from a barn that was ripped down in the Montana wilderness somewhere, and getting it up on our ceiling is just a very unique and interesting feel for our kitchen, and it helped bring it all in and make it happen for us. Our kitchen definitely gives us a different feeling. There's some basics that it does. Our 1978 kitchen, prior to being redone, we had burners that didn't work and drawers that pulled out and came all the way out and never stopped, and so we were definitely in need. But you really, when you say I want to redo my kitchen, you really don't know what kind of task that is. That's not a simple, easy thing to do. There's so many things to think about with electrical and the floor and the foundation and how everything runs. And you got to have someone like Sea Pointe that can come in here and tell you how to do it right, tell you how to do it for code, and tell you how to make your new kitchen safe for your family as well. Because now that it's done and we feel good about it, we're cooking in it more, of course, and we've even gotten our teenage sons to come down and use the kitchen and cook. So that is something to be said right there.
We tried very hard to blend like all the metals, doing the irons and the brasses and even a little bit of the coppers. And then the brick being so big and prominent in the design for New Orleans, we carried that throughout, even into the fireplace. We tried to kind of create some height, so we took it on the lower side and we matched as best we could on the top, and then we also inserted it in the backdrop of the bar. So just tying it together helped your eye kind of follow all the way through. Originally the kitchen was blocked off, had cabinets on the overhead, so it was really separated from the family area. They've got 2 boys that they love spending time with, so we were trying to create an area that was open and they can all, you know, be in the same place together and not feel like, hey, who's over there, what's under behind the cabinet.
The pantry's definitely better. Our pantry before had no rollouts, and whatever was on that top shelf, we weren't even sure what was up there anymore. So now that we have the rollouts, we can pull things out and know what we have in the back and not have to look through there and throw things out with expiration dates that are 2 years old. So the rollouts in the pantry are wonderful. All of the cabinets in the kitchen self-close, which is great, so you don't have to push them all the way. And then coming up with unique design ideas, like we put the microwave in the island instead of up on a counter, kind of gets it out of the way and makes it cleaner and nicer. And even the lighting that's underneath is wonderful. I mean, we hooked it up with our Alexa app, so we can say, Alexa, kitchen on, kitchen off, and they'll go on, and it's wonderful because when you're coming down here late, you can just talk and it pops on. And all the different lighting we have and the great ideas just really make it a beautiful atmosphere to spend time with your family, cook, have meals. It's just a wonderful thing for us. And we know our boys are going to move out someday, so we're hoping to do as much of that now as we can before that happens.
My whole goal is to make sure that I've created their space. I think that's the beauty of doing a remodel, is you get to make it yours. Everybody uses their space different. Everybody's got different likes. You know, what one person likes in their home, maybe the other's like, not for me. So taking that and seeing it all come to fruition and seeing them in their space, it's so exciting and it's super rewarding for me. This is why I do it. Creating a space for a family to create new memories and live in and be comfortable in, and you know, it's super rewarding.